This segment today at NJMEP at County College of Morris. I'm sitting here with former Senator Bob Gordon.
It sounds strange.
Doesn't that sound strange? And I'm thrilled to be here to say that. So, Senator, tell me what's transpired.
Well, I have been honored to have been nominated by Governor Murphy to become one of 5 commissioners at the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities, which is the state agency that regulates electric power distribution, all the investor-owned water companies, wastewater companies, telecommunications companies, cable TV. It is the place where we will advance renewable energy in New Jersey, offshore wind, solar. It's the agency that's charged with improving the resiliency of our utility system. We are the Board of Public Utilities is currently holding hearings on what went wrong during these recent storms. Why did power go out? Why did it take so long to restore it? Why did some companies perform better than others? It's an agency that has a great impact on people's lives in the state. And I'm excited to have the opportunity to have an impact.
It's the grid. It's the ultimate grid. That's marvelous. You've been senator for 10 years, and you have a history that goes back even further than that in the public service. You were assemblyman also?
I was an assemblyman for 4 years, and I was a mayor and council member in my hometown of Fairlawn for 10 years, and worked in Washington for a while, as well as working in the private sector.
So this is almost like a retirement.
Well, I don't know about it's a retirement. I actually have been describing it as more of a return to my roots.
I see.
Because in the 1970s, and I know I'm dating myself, but
we all have that issue.
In the 1970s, I first got interested in politics and public affairs through the environment movement and energy issues. And so I feel as if I've sort of come full circle and getting back involved with the issues that first drew me into public life.
So today we're here at NJMEP, and you were up on the panel. Can you give us a little insight for our listeners as to what that was all about?
Well, another thing that I've had the privilege of doing over the last year is chairing something called the Legislative Manufacturing Caucus. Senate President Sweeney, at the behest of the manufacturing sector in New Jersey, in an effort to develop policies to help make the state become more competitive in manufacturing, created the Legislative Manufacturing Caucus, and he asked me to chair it. And that was all the guidance I got. And I put together a group of about a dozen legislators, equally divided between both parties in the Assembly and the Senate, to hold hearings around the state, where we would talk to manufacturers to hear how we can change regulations, enact laws to make New Jersey a more competitive place, a more hospitable place for manufacturing. And I think that explains why I was on this panel with a number of the other caucus members. And we're at the stage we're about to introduce some legislation that I hope will have a beneficial impact.
I was honored to be there as well and gave testimony before the panel, and it was really thrilling to see that you had a group of people that were really passionate about doing something for the sake of the state and manufacturing. So that was really terrific.
You know, New Jersey really has a fantastic history of manufacturing and innovation. I mean, Alexander Hamilton in the textile industry coming to Paterson in the 18th century, Thomas Edison, David Sarnoff, Bell Labs, and the transistor. I mean, it's easy to forget that we were, throughout much of our history, we were the leaders of innovation and manufacturing, and we should try to restore ourselves to that role.
If I'm not mistaken, the electric power plant in Patterson that's powered by water is still operational.
Yes, it was actually, I think, funded by what you could call the first Economic Development Authority. It was an organization called the Society for the Establishment of Useful Manufacturers. It was established when Alexander Hamilton was Secretary of the Treasury in the Washington administration. And I'm told that the laws that gave the facilities, including the power plant there, the hydropower plant, tax-free status, were written so well they couldn't couldn't find a way of taxing those organizations until the 1940s.
Really?
And some smart lawyer figured out a way to get around the laws written by Alexander Hamilton.
That's great. So when do you start your new position? Or
Well, I
there's
hope
a little
it'll
complication
be,
there.
Yeah, I mean, what has to happen is this is a position that's subject to confirmation by the Senate through their advice and consent powers. So on Thursday, April 12th, I will go before the Senate Judiciary Committee for their approval. Hopefully they will approve me. And then that afternoon, I will be, my name will go before the full Senate for confirmation. And if they confirm me, then I got to schedule my swearing in and get to work.
You're already behind, probably.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting started as soon as I can. There's plenty to do.
Senator, thank you very much for
it's my
sitting
pleasure.
with us.
Thank you
And
very
good
much.
luck on your new position.
Thank you very much. I
And-
hope we'll continue the conversation.
Absolutely. You know where we are,
Okay.
and we know where you are.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very much.
Thanks a lot.